Hi guys. Okay, I'm going to say this in every video today. You're going to see me once a day for a while because I'm relocating. I leave in a few hours, so I'm pre-recording. So I'm going to need to rest when I get to my location. All right. If you want a personal, my email is in the description. All right. There's something here about being a serpent. I don't know. There's nothing about a serpent here, but that's what I heard. Some type of like divine serpent. Maybe it's you intertwining with your darkest aspects, your darkest spots, intertwining with them and not fighting them, which actually could have like pushed you on this current path that you're on, this current heightened level that you could be at. Because there's something here about ascending, but you only could ascend when you kind of like intertwined, or I'm hearing like constrictor, like the snake. Maybe you had to squeeze some type of mindset or behavior out of you. Maybe it was very hard or something that was very stubborn and you had to continue to like work at it. That's why I'm hearing like constrictor. I don't know. But something about that serpent pushed you to where you are now. It's allowing you to see things the way you never saw them. You're looking at life differently. Maybe some of you are realizing how like small-minded you used to be, and that's something that you are dealing with now. I don't know. Okay. What is the... Hold on. Okay. Chair about to fall. Clarifying. What's the enchantress? Something here about finding an untapped strength when you tapped into some type of like serpent-like energy. I just keep hearing like serpent. I don't know. Is that like a form of magic someone does that I don't know about? Anyway, let's see. Maybe, okay, maybe some of you like literally, and I keep hearing like snake terms. What the fuck? Maybe you slithered back into a dark hole that was your childhood trauma. And guided yourself out of there. What? Listen, I'm just saying what's coming to my head. It's gonna make sense to somebody. Something about that serpent-like, snake-like energy allowed you to put something to rest, which then like pushed you into some type of like ascension energy. So it's one of those confusing ones. Okay, what's this ascending plan? See, you freed yourself. The Double reverse. So double reverse. There could be something that you're still slightly holding on to. Maybe you're questioning if you are really free from this. Yeah, you are questioning if you're really free from this, or you're wondering if there is an opening for this serpent-like energy to slither back in. I'm seeing like two snakes in my head. One white, one black. I don't know what that means. Yin and yang. That's what I saw. But anyway, you are worried if there's still an opening for this pain or this trauma or whatever. Maybe old aspects of you to come back in and take control. Okay. But you have to understand the only way you really actually seal the deal, seal the healing, the lessons you have learned, is to have faith or confidence in the path you walk now, the energy you walk in now. Until you obtain that understanding that you have changed, that you have healed, that you are strong enough to continue without this thing slithering back into your life, then you don't have control. Because if you don't have confidence in yourself, in your healing, in the work you've done, then what was it for anyway? I feel like this doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever. What's this crown ascension? See, crown ascension, 10 of cups. You've done it. You won something. That's where this energy of this fractured veil is coming from, too. I see. Because you're still questioning. Have I done it? Have I learned enough? What's this fractured veil? See? Look here. See? Fractured veil, 2 of Pentacles reverse. That's creating an imbalance within you, not being sure of the things that you've obtained, of the things that you've purged, not being sure of yourself. That's not allowing you to tap into certain things either, or to see certain paths, new opportunities. See, you're stuck. I'm getting like that in-between energy. You're still trying to study something, but there's nothing else to study right now. Why are you still trying to study something? Why? I said a few weeks ago, a few days ago, really, you've learned everything you need to know for now. Put it into action. And some of you, with this reading, some of that action needs to be being sure of yourself. Not second guessing yourself. If your goal is to become a god or goddess, Gnosis, right? You have to be sure of yourself. How are you gonna be unsure of all this you've obtained, which is emotional control, manifesting abilities, knowing when to argue, when not to argue. Some of you, it could be health things. Maybe you lost weight and you're worried about gaining it back. How can you be a god when you aren't even sure of the lessons that you have passed? I just saw like A+ pop up in my head. But you're questioning it. How does that work? Some of you have some healing abilities, right? Whether that is mental or whatever the fuck, you have some type of healing ability. I need you to tap into that healing ability within your mind. Some of you could also be experiencing anxious thoughts because of some shift that we are all going through right now. Don't let that energy overwhelm you. There's something here about you need to be prepared to go forward and be courageous with self. I don't know what that means. Yes, I do, but I'm just saying I don't like how it came out. But that's what I heard. You need to go forward and be more courageous with self. Be more grounded in the person that you are now. You're not grounded in who you are now, especially if you're questioning all of this. See, you have all the knowledge. What the fuck? But you're slowing yourself down with these doubts. This doubt energy is coming from some, possibly some childhood trauma you have not yet tapped into along this journey you've been on. It's causing things to move slow. Although I feel like you have changed rapidly within, it's causing the physical to move slowly, which is why a lot of you, your physical reality has not caught up with your inner reality. And it is because of what? That doubt. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Just one minute. Again, with that death energy I was picking up yesterday, don't be fooled. You're gonna be just fine. A lot of this second guessing is coming from this anxious energy, this death energy that I was picking up on yesterday. Don't be fooled. You are dying to live. You die to live. Do you understand? Because if you had to kill yourself to become the person you are now, to become the more emotionally stable person you are now, doesn't that mean you were dead then and you're alive now? Huh? So what are you doing? Relax. If you cannot find confidence, and is surety a word? Let's go to the Google dictionary. I think it is, but I don't think it's right for this. Nope, not the right one for this. But if you cannot be certain in the person that you are now, all this was nothing. It was for nothing. And I'm picking up a lot of you are like, you're on the path to Gnosis, to being your own God and stuff. And I'm going to say it again, how can you be your own God if you're not sure of the lessons that you've learned, the knowledge you've obtained? How can you become that if you question yourself? Especially with shit like this. Now, questioning yourself is very good. It's healthy, especially if you're in a shadow work phase. But I think a lot of you, you've stepped out of that, and we always have to go back in sometime. But right now you've stepped out of it, but you're still kind of looking back at it, wondering, have I integrated enough? You have. Now you just have to believe in it. How can you, again, be a god or goddess and you're not grounded in the person that you are today? Hello? Are you listening? Give me this serpent energy. back to this serpent energy, because I was feeling the need to pull on it. That serpent energy, that serpent is you. And it's coming from that doubt about who you are. It would be you slithering back in. It would be you bringing the trauma back to you. You are the serpent I was picking up on earlier. It's you. Maybe that's why I see a white and black one. Maybe that's your higher and lower self. But it would be you. Walking away, but unsure. Which is leaving an opening for that all to slither back in. Because there is no protection. The protection comes from you being firm in who you are. All right. Are we done? Shit. It says soul. Your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. Reestablish trust within yourself. Within what you have done. It says yes. You see that? You see that? It says yes. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is telling you, yeah, you're good. Just stick to it. You've got it. But your lower half is telling you, I don't know if I've really got it, though. Then you can't be a god or a goddess thinking that way. And of course, we're all going to slip, right? But this is taking over a little too much. And look, intense right there. The intensity of a true soul connection includes highs and lows. Just like I just said before reading that. We're all going to stumble sometimes. When you stumble, don't make that you. You're not that anymore. What the fuck? But what you are, what you could be, is that serpent energy I see trying to coil around you. That serpent energy is that doubt. What are you going to do about it? Strength right here. Fight it. Fight those anxious thoughts. Transmute them. Okay? What the fuck? I think you've got it. Thanks for watching.